Imagine yourself in the abyss of the Mariana Valley. We studied, met a mysterious object who does not obey logic and is healthy meaning. This discovery worried me so much, the bravest researchers, that now they do not decide sinks to the bottom again without water in. In this video, you will be immersed in the secret, explore the depths of the oceans. What secrets does it hide? One of the most inaccessible points on the planet. Become ready to travel, which will reverse your views about life on Earth and beyond. In 1996 newspaper, the New York Times published sensational material about loading equipment with American scientific ship Glomar Challenger in Mariansk. False spherical device intended for deep water research team members, affectionately called, through some time after the start of sinking, the devices fixed the eerie sound metal scraper. The apparatus was immediately raised to the surface, and the team was shocked to see the powerful steel structure was deformed. A heavy steel trowel, about 8 in diameter inches, looked like this, as if someone had carefully cut it. Many explanations have been offered for this phenomenon. One claimed that vintage mythical sea monsters, others suspected interference from extraterrestrial intelligence. A tretí vinili gitanskich 80-headed, however, none of the versions had convincing evidence, and the whole story remained only the subject of hearing and speculations. A similar incident occurred with the German research group who tried to send her device Hayfish in depths of the Mariana Valley. Device stopped unexpectedly and transferred the camera to the monitor image of a huge leopard existence attempted to destroy a metal structure. German team reacted quickly and used electric category to repel the animal. The monster swam and came back no more. Unfortunately, the researchers did not find equipmentable to capture this unusual creature. By the end of the 90s, when heard about mysterious creatures, Mariana valleys began to spread among scholars. Around this place creating multiple legends. Poachers told about strange candles emanating from the depths and about mysterious glowing objects moving in water. Captains of small ships declared what are their ships suddenly started moving with incredible speed, as if they were pulled by something huge and incredible. Strong Mariana Valley, located in the western part of the Pacific Ocean, near the Mariana Islands, only 124 miles, thanks to which she got her name. This area is a huge marine reserve and national monument, used living under strict state security. Fishing and extraction of useful minerals are prohibited here, but allowed swimming and enjoyment of natural beauties in plane geometry. The Mariana Valley has the shape of a giant crescent, stretchability 1580, 430 miles and width about 43 miles. The deepest point is the bottomless Challenger, falling at depth 36,609, 30 feet below level sea, located in the southwestern part of the valley, approximately 211 miles from the island of Guam. Sun rays do not penetrate the bottom of the ravine. There eternal darkness reigns. Conditions in the Mariana Valley are quite severe. Then in the open space, highest point above sea level is the Mountain Everest, 829,032 feet. Can be claimed that this mountain could easily move inside Mariana Valley, and even 0630, left with 000 feet of water space between it and the surface of the ocean, despite many legends about those who roamed Mariansk waterfall existence and amazing facts filled with irrefutable evidence. So in 1918, Australian hunters for wardrobes reported about meeting with transparent white fish length. 98, the Futov description of this, the creature is amazingly similar on the ancient representative of the Carcharodon megalodon species, which lived in the oceans about 2,000 years ago. Thanks to the leftovers, scientists could restore appearance. This giant shark body length reached 82 feet, weight composition order 200, 20, 30, 1,000 pounds. Pasty was armed with jaws, 6 feet long teeth, up to 4 inches in size. Imagine these scary teeth. These were the teeth newly discovered oceanologists at the bottom of the quiet ocean. The youngest of the artifacts found dates from age, about 11,000 years. These findings allow us to speculate. Not all representatives of the megalodon species disappeared 2,000 years ago. Possible waters of the Mariana Valley eat. In their depths, these ancient predators' research continues, and the depths of the ocean continue to feed themselves secrets. First passers-by decided to drop to the ground. How is the day of the Mariana Valley called? Became the U.S. Navy officer, Don Walshand, researcher, Jacques Picarthe, managed to sink into the bathyscaphe of Trieste, built in Italian of the same name city. This massive device, with thick wall 5 inches, with small sunk to the bottom for 5 hours, reached the lowest point. Researchers remained there just 12 minutes after, which the rise began immediately. About 3 hours a day, they found fish similar to a blanket length about 1 feet. Research work continued. In 1995, Japanese people also managed to descend into the depths of the Mariana Valley. More significant achievement occurred in 2009 when automatic underwater device Nirai managed to descend into the deepest point of the planet. The high-tech robot not only did photographs and took soil samples, the scientist provided new, valuable information. 2. TEV 2016 underwater camera ocean explorer discovered at the bottom of the Mariana Trench many previously unknown creatures. Students were shocked what they saw. So who lives at extreme depths? Domestic shark lives on the upper floors. Marian Valley at a depth of 650 up to 200 feet. The nose contains electrosensitive cells, which allow detect mining conditions, deep water darkness, menu monster, quite diverse fish tanks, mollusks and other careless residents of the ocean. If a domestic shark looks relatively familiar, so the dreamer is just a monster, a glowing monster, with myself. Face flashlight over the monster, past prey takes glowing sucker for prey, floats to the past and turns out to be entangled. The tenacity of the dreamer haunts the legends. Stomach of creature capable of strong stretching and insertion, double the size the predator itself. More surprise how scientists found out on Earth for 80,000 years, under the name flathead shark. Just marry with mind, one own view, it lives at depths up to 5,000 feet. Grows up to 630 feet, feeds on cephalopod small sharks and lure fish. Have you ever seen a fish with a transparent head? She bears the name Buckeye, lives at a depth of 1,500 millimeters and feeds on plankton. Like boneless fish, but the sight inspires terror. Here's who to look against. So exists under the name Ocidax. This 5-foot worm is fed remains of large marine animals' bacteria, endosymbionts, located in these tentacles. Desorbed lipids are deposited on nutrients. And this is not all. The Mariana's monsters, from which species even scientists have observed stagnant blood in the veins. How much more Mariana Falls hides unsolved mysteries and miracles. Answer set, for example, on the volcano is located at a depth of 1,000 meters, 58 feet. Daikoku, which became another confirmation of the theory about the birth of life in the depths of the ocean. In the crater of this volcano underwater unique lake, located from pure molten lead temperature, in this boiler reaches 368 degrees Fahrenheit, the only one known analog of such phenomenon on Earth. There is a lake on the satellite of Jupiter, Io, more like this anywhere on our planet, not a lake discovered, therefore not surprising that there are many hypotheses about the origin of life connect with this mysterious place in the world ocean. Let's remember the basics of school biology. Amoebas are considered to be the oldest living beings. microscopic unicellular organisms which usually reach a length of only 2/100 of an inch. However, in the Mariana Valley, toxic amoebas were discovered long till 4 inches. This means that they can be seen with the naked eye. Such a phenomenon is truly amazing. Scientific research showed what is this love interests, known as xenophores, reached such size. Shaving adapted to the harsh conditions at the bottom of the ocean. Cold water, high pressure, and absence of sunlight led to the growth of these unique unicellular organisms. More than that, xenophores possess incredible resistance to the effects of harmful substances such as uranium. Mouse and pig, they survive successfully in conditions which could destroy any other organisms. The bottom of the Mariana Trench has been explored quite well. However, it is not represents great interest as, if covered with a thick layer of sticky mucus, no sand, instead of ground residues, shells and plankton lying there thousands of years and transformed under the influence of high pressure in thick, silty mud only. Rare visits, but this cave researchers disturb peaceful life on the day of this deep and mysterious place. At the end, 2011 researchers made a surprising discovery. Were discovered in the Mariana Valley unusual natural formations from stone reminiscent bridge. Each of them stretched for about 43 miles. Students are confident. What is this place? Tectonic plates intersect Pacific and Philippine, and these stone bridges, only 4 of them, were formed on his stick one eye of bridges. Datton Rich was discovered in the late 1980s. Then he struck with his scale and height, comparable to a small mountain. In itself, high point directly above the bottomless Challenger, this underwater ridge rises to a height of more than 202 feet. But why did nature create such huge structures? One of the most inaccessible corners of the planet. The purpose of these bridges still remains a mystery. In 2012, in Marianas Falls, famous director James Cameron sent creator of the cult film Titanic challenge. His bathyscaphe was equipped with modern equipment and powerful cameras that allowed him to learn majestic and desert views, land. How much time could he spend exploring local landscapes unknown? But due to technical glitches, Cameron had to prevent sinking and rise to the surface, together with National Geographic. James Cameron released documentary film Under Title Challenge in the Void, in which shared his experience diving into the Mariana Valley. The registrar described this place as the frontier of life. It will happen there, absolute emptiness, silence and stillness. There is no sunlight, neither plants nor sea creatures. However, this impression is deceptive. In samples of soil collected Cameron, more than 20,000 different microorganisms have been discovered. Question about that, how do they survive under such a huge pressure until it remains unanswered among the inhabitants of the valley? Crab-like amphipod was also discovered, producing unique chemical substance that scientists are testing now as a potential vaccine against Alzheimer's disease. Being in the deepest point of the world, Cameron did not collide, not with scary sea monsters, with representatives of extinct species, not with bases alien planets. Feeling of complete loneliness and isolation from the rest of the world literally shook the director. He compared the ocean floor with lunar surface, deserted and lonely. This feeling of alienation cannot be described in words. Although in his movie, Cameron tried to convey it to the audience, however, that fact, what is the Mariana Valley, seems so silent and deserted, not possible at all, accidentally. Quite likely that she carefully guards her main treasure, true origin of life on Earth. Definitely unknown corners of our world always attracted human attention. With every secret revealed, the quantity of puzzles does not decrease and only increases. This affirmation fully applicable to the Mariana Valley. Good luck to all, and see you soon.